Have you ever stood in front of the mirror, not to fix your hair, not to check your appearance, but to ask a question no one can answer for you? Who am I when no one's watching? Not the version curated for others, not the achiever, not the loyal friend, not the wounded child seeking applause, just you. If you've ever felt like your life is a performance, if your confidence rises and falls with how others respond to you, this video is for you. This is not about becoming numb. It's about becoming real, not masking pain, not avoiding shame, but confronting what lies beneath it all. Because here's the secret most people never learn. You don't become powerful by eliminating your wounds. You become powerful by integrating them. Carl Jung believed that we each wear a mask, the persona, and behind it hides the shadow. This is not pathology. This is psychology. And it's time we dive into the depths. Let's begin. You think the breakup hurt, the betrayal, the rejection, the absence. But those events, they were triggers, not causes. They didn't create the pain, they exposed it. The insult that stung, it hurt because a part of you already feared it was true. The moment someone left, it broke you because you never believed you were enough to stay for. The world presses on the wounds you refuse to look at. And as long as your peace depends on external kindness, you are hostage to the unpredictable moods of others. You think it's about them. It's not. It's about what lives inside you, unexamined. Carl Jung didn't say, "What you resist persists," just to sound poetic. He meant that the things you suppress don't disappear. They get louder. And they run your life while you tell yourself you're fine. He believed that until we confront our pain consciously, it will manipulate us unconsciously from the shadows. Real growth begins when you stop looking outward and begin the excavation inward. You are not as conscious as you think. You believe you're reacting to the moment, but you're actually responding to years of unprocessed emotion. Why does a soft dismissal feel like abandonment? Why does success feel hollow the moment you achieve it? Why do you sabotage love and crave it in the same breath? Because your unconscious is still writing the script. Jung said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." This is not metaphor, it's mechanism. You are haunted by patterns that didn't begin with you, behaviors passed down, wounds inherited, emotional debts unpaid. Jung's concept of the collective unconscious teaches us that we're carrying more than personal pain. We carry the psychic weight of generations. The unconscious doesn't forget what you do. It remembers how you felt. Every time you silenced your fear, faked strength, or swallowed grief, that memory remains. And until you go inward, until you sit with those parts, they will continue to direct your choices while you think you're in control. People mistake strength for control, but real strength is containment, the ability to hold all your parts without collapsing. The angry one, the ashamed one, the one who's still afraid of being abandoned. You don't get rid of them. You integrate them. Jung called this integration process individuation. It is the central goal of human life, to become whole by uniting the conscious self with the unconscious parts. Integration isn't passive, it's an act of inner leadership. It's sitting across from the versions of you you've tried to exile and saying, "I see you. I'm not throwing you away. I'm listening now." And something miraculous happens when you do. The parts that used to hijack your behavior start to calm. Your anxiety becomes information, not a crisis. Your anger becomes a boundary, not a bomb. Power isn't about pretending you have no wounds. It's about knowing them so deeply, no one else can use them against you. This is the path Jung laid out, a path that demands everything false be burned away, so what's real can rise. We are conditioned to fear pain, to label it as a problem, to escape it with noise, distraction, success. But Jung saw it differently. Pain is the psyche's way of demanding your attention. It's not an obstacle to growth. It is the growth. Depression, anxiety, apathy, they're not dysfunctions. They're messages. Each one is a flare from the unconscious, asking, "Will you finally look at me?" There is no coming to consciousness without pain, Jung said. You cannot grow without descent. You must go into the dark before you rise. The pain you're avoiding, it knows the way. It carries the map. And when you stop fighting it, when you let it speak, it shows you exactly where you fractured. That's not punishment. That's invitation to re-enter the places you abandoned, to gather the parts you left behind, and to come back whole. Growth is not glamorous. It's grief. You will lose people, but more painfully, you'll lose identities, roles, masks that protected you once but now suffocate you. The version of you who chased validation, they'll fade. The one who kept peace to avoid abandonment, gone. The high performer who only felt worthy when needed. You'll bury them too, and in their absence, you'll feel a terrifying emptiness. But sit in it, because underneath all that noise is someone you haven't met yet, the true you, the one who doesn't need to be understood to feel whole, who doesn't shrink when ignored, who doesn't overextend just to be seen. This is the painful shedding Jung warned us about. Individuation requires the death of the false self. And yes, it's lonely, but loneliness is not absence. It's space. The sacred space required for rebirth. You must let the old self die. That's the price of becoming real. The world will still hurt. People will still disappoint. But something changes when you become conscious. Consciousness doesn't prevent pain. It transforms your relationship to it. When you're conscious of your patterns, they stop owning you. When you're conscious of your wounds, they stop defining you. When you're conscious of your worth, you stop chasing it externally. Jung said, "What you accept transforms." Acceptance isn't passivity, it's power. When you accept the whole of yourself, the rage, the shame, the brilliance, the fear, you become untouchable. Not because the world stops attacking, but because you no longer abandon yourself in response. You become your own anchor. And here's the paradox. When you're no longer afraid of being broken, nothing can break you. So if you've made it this far, you're ready. Not to perform, not to perfect, but to become whole. Write in the comments, I am ready to meet myself. Let this be more than a video. Let it be your turning point. See you in the next one.